Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. I'm back with another one. You guys have been absolutely killing the support lately. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for all the likes on my last couple of videos. You know, everyone new subscribe and everything. I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and today it's a video about a operator mod. So I've gone through and I made class setups for, the majority of the popular weapons in this game, but now I want to go through and I want to play with each of the operator mods and basically test out the pros and cons. And I've gone through, I did the Titan with the Oppressor, which I thought is a very, very good one. Now we're doing the Auger DMR with the DoubleTap. Now the DoubleTap, I've talked about it before on my channel, how good I think it is, but I want to go in depth with it and make a full video dedicated to this operator mod, because I think something that is, when we're switching over to a new Call of Duty game, there's so many new things to pick up on, and one thing that I don't think everyone has fully explored or fully conquered yet is those operator mods, and I definitely think more operator mods are hopefully will be coming in the future, because I don't see any reason why every single gun shouldn't have one or two, maybe more operator mods. Maybe that'll be coming in future DLC. Who knows how they want to do it. We'll talk about that a bit later. First, we'll talk about this Auger DMR. So if you guys could smack a like on this video, I'd really, really appreciate it. Keep killing it on that like button. It only takes literally a millisecond, and I appreciate the support. Subscribe if you guys are new on that road for 1 million, of course, and let's talk about it. So, DoubleTap. What does DoubleTap do? DoubleTap is an operator mod featured in Black Ops 4 exclusively for the Auger DMR. You can only get operator mods on that specific weapon. Now I see people asking me, how do you equip them? You have to have the weapon maxed out on your level. You also have to have the operator mod wildcard, which costs you 1 point, and then to actually equip the operator mod costs 2 points. So it uses 3 pick 10 points in total to equip an operator mod. Now what this one does is it changes the fire mode of the Auger DMR into a 2-round burst fire, increasing the fire rate at the cost of increased recoil. So that's the official description of it. Basically, this weapon is like your FAL, right? It's your semi-automatic, a couple taps, to the head or to the body to get the kill. However, with this, it's converted into a 2-round burst fire gun, which sounds really stupid if you think about it. It's like, why would I pick a 2-round burst over something like the Swordfish, which shoots 4-round bursts, or 3-round bursts with the ABR? However, it's not that simple. It's not just 4 is better than 3 or better than 2. This makes this a very, very deadly combo with the ability to literally one burst with only 2 shots, and that's because with high caliber, if you're hitting bullets to the head and you're hitting, well, I run high caliber 1 and high caliber 2, and basically if you hit a nice shot to that upper area and it goes doo-doo with that 2 burst, you're going to get basically a 1 pull of the trigger. Technically it's 2 bullets to kill, but basically because it's a 2-round burst and it's pretty much instant, you're only pulling the trigger once, and if you can hit them in that head or upper body area, this gun can be absolutely amazing with this DoubleTap. Now I do think DoubleTap is the best way to run this weapon. I really, really do. I think that it's better, having it be a 2-tap machine than a 1-tap machine, and I really think it's worth it. Now, the pros of this weapon, and it's sort of like the Rampart, but even more extreme, because you can be more accurate with this gun. If you have accuracy and you can hit people in the head in that upper region, you're comfortable with that, pick this weapon, practice it, and master it. The recoil is only vertical, and if you get comfortable using this weapon reminds me a lot of something like maybe like the Vesper from Black Ops 3, or previous guns from other CODs, FAMAS, Black Ops 1, maybe after nerf, guns that basically if you put the time in to understand how they're played, their strengths and weaknesses, play to the strengths, avoid the weaknesses, and basically understand the weapon. Like if you use the Vesper in Black Ops 3 with the wrong class setup, it's probably the worst gun in the game. If you use it with the right class setup, learning how to pull down against the recoil, you can sort of eliminate that gap with the recoil and make it one of the best guns in the game. It's the same with this. This gun, if you can hit that shot, you're literally instant deleting people. It's basically a 1-shot kill. It'll feel like it's hardcore, but you're hitting them in core. Now, that is why I think the operator mod, you see me do it right there. You see me do it multiple times in this game mode, and it's absolutely crazy. And this game is, by the way, I think it's like a 78-3 or something I drop, and I'm only in the game for like 9 or so minutes. So if this game had lasted, easy 100 plus. And like I said, I wouldn't even say I'm great with the Auger. I'm someone that prefers to use more fully auto weapons. If you're more used to this and you're comfortable with this weapon and you master it, this could be something that could, I could see a player that only uses this gun and is dropping 100 plus kills on the regular. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's some negatives to this gun, and we'll talk about the class setup first, and then we'll talk about it. So the class setup on this, because I know everyone's going to want to know, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's basically a normal setup I use on this thing, and what you can do is basically I slap on, I I've changed it up a little bit where I sacrifice my third perk. So I go with the Auger DMR, obviously with the operator mod, with the reflex sight. The default scope on these tactical rifles is just made for too long of a range, especially for something like Nuketown or pretty much all the maps in this game except for Jungle, maybe a couple of them. But yeah, so I run the reflex sight, Auger DMR, operator mod, and then I run high caliber 1 and high caliber 2. As far as my gear, I run the ComSec device to get streaks earlier because that's who you want to play with this gun. And then my perks, I think it was flak jacket and then gung ho, or you can go tac mask and gung ho. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I forget what I was running in this gameplay. I'm pretty sure it was flak jacket because I was going through the prestiges, but of course once I unlock tac mask I usually switch over from flak jacket to tac mask. So yeah, there's a lot of strengths with this weapon, but there is a lot of weaknesses. Main weakness of this thing, number one, there's no stock on it, and this is a problem, and this is probably the main thing holding this weapon back. If this weapon had stock available, it probably would be one of the top weapons in the game, like would be literally maybe the best gun in the game, and that's why they limit the attachments on certain guns. I guess that's sort of their thinking behind it. So the negative without having stock is you sort of have to be aiming down sights before they come, and a lot of times it can lead to awkward gunfights. As well, close range, you pretty much have no hope close range. Maybe try hip firing them in the head to get that lucky shot, or try to knock a hip fire burst and then punch them. That's basically what you want to do at close range. But because when you don't have stock, go in around corners. And one thing I always talk about, and I've talked about in Call of Duty videos for years, where I've said the number one tip for Call of Duty is aim down sights when you're coming around a corner where you think enemies are going to be, which is a lot of the time, especially on a map like this. And that's easy when you have a nice stock submachine gun. You can just slide around that corner. It's like you're gliding on ice. You're moving so smoothly. But when you have a tactical rifle with no stock available, you can see when I go around corners, I don't strafe around the corners. I kind of have to risk jump it around the corner and just hope that I win those gunfights. And it puts me in a really, really awkward spot that I don't get in too often because I know that's the weakness of the gun. And like I said, this is a weapon that you have to put time in. This isn't a gun that, you know, there's certain weapons in a game, like Call of Duty is a game that everyone likes to think is so damn simple. You just pick up a gun, start shooting people. It's a really casual shooter, which is true. It's one of the more casual games out there. But if you want to take this serious, especially nowadays in 2018 with specialist abilities, with the kill streaks, with the what else did they, you know, just the predictive recoil, whatever, it's everything they're adding, the game is getting more and more intense. And this is a gun that, you know, the ICR or the Maddox, you can give it to anyone and they can get some easy kills. This is not a gun that you're going to get easy kills with. You have to level this gun up, earn basically this class setup, and then sort of figure out the way to use it. But I truly believe this weapon has one of the highest ceilings or the most potential out of any of the weapons. And the reason why I like to use it is just because of that fact we can instantly delete people off of head glitches. It's just so damn nice. And the difference between this and the Rampart is it's faster to kill them. Also, you know, obviously if you hit them to the head, and also you're gonna have less recoil. Basically your recoil on this is just up and down, and the problem is more that you really can't move side to side. So what I recommend doing in those close range gunfights is really just risk jumping it and just jump in and trying to hit those shots. But mainly I just really try to avoid any gunfights at close range, and I usually stay behind like either my strike team or my teammates and just sort of play it smart for streaks and play as this weapon should. So in conclusion, what do I think about this operator mod? Yeah, this is one of the best operator mods in the game. If you haven't used this yet, you're definitely missing out. And if you use this weapon, I think this weapon can be good at with or without the operator mod. So I think there's ways to use it with or without and be super duper effective. But in my opinion, and from my experience using this gun and playing this game for whatever the month and a half this game's been out for so far, I find that this works best with the operator mod, and I like to run the high cal 1 and high cal 2 on it. If you want to actually mix this setup a little bit and you want that third perk, maybe you need Ghost or Dead Silence, feel free to take away high caliber 2, and then of course it takes away that upper body potential, but you can still hit them in the head, which is the majority of the time what you're going to be aiming for and hitting anyway, and then you get that third perk. So that's if you want to swap it out. That can basically be your opinion. But overall, operator mods are something that I wasn't really sure how to feel about them when I first got the game, but as of now, I'm pretty much liking them, and you're going to see me covering and talking about them a lot more on my channel. And Treyarch, please introduce more. I mean, there's no reason that out of the assault rifles, only I guess, and I see why, the reasoning is basically because the assault rifles are already so damn good, they don't want to give them insane operator mods. The Echo Fire on the Maddox is absolutely amazing, and then the only other one that's on the assault rifle is the bayonet for the Vapor, which I'll probably make a video on that, but it's just a nice knifing bayonet. You know, something that's really fun to use, super duper cool if you knife or melee a lot. But you know, in reality, that's not going to be as strong as an SG-12 strobe light or an auger double tap or an oppressor on the Titan or something. So let me know which operator mod you guys would like to see me cover next in the comment section down below. Please do that. Smack a like. Check out some of my other videos. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.